Hello, I am Jody Wolf and you're watching Expoz today, April 1, 8:25 p.m. Birmingham, Alabama. Topic: when the Gentiles were grafted in to God's covenant. This goes back to Abraham, Sarah, and Isaac. When God told Abraham to carry Isaac to Mount Moriah and offer him to God a sacrifice, Abraham obeyed, but he did not tell Sarah. And by the time she found out, he was long gone and he was on Mount Moriah as he laid Isaac on the wood. Then God removed Isaac and then pointed out to Abraham to offer the lamb or the sheep that was caught in the bush. He did this. So Abraham carried Isaac. They left. And at the bottom of the mountain, Abraham left two men there. And the picture is supposed to be Isaac being offered. He's laid on wood, and there were two men, one on either side of Jesus. Therefore, two men at the bottom while Isaac was being offered up. So Eleazar is Abraham's good, close servant, meaning God is with him. So Sarah set out looking for Isaac. She was probably really upset, but she died on the way, on the trip, and she died near the town of Hebron. She was 127 years old. Well, later, Abraham was getting on up in age, and so was Isaac. So Abraham told Eleazar, he said, "You go. First you swear that you will not find my son a bride, a wife out of the Canaanites. You do not do that. You go to where I grew up. You go to my people. This is where you find his wife." Abraham died, and Isaac is right at 40 years old. So Eleazar sets out. He's got 10 camels. One he's riding, 9 he has behind him. And they are loaded down with all that Abraham had, his gifts. So he goes, and he comes into the city, to the place of where the 7 wells were on the mountain. As he comes in to the 7 wells, and this is in Genesis 23, and as he comes to the wells, here comes a beautiful young woman who had not known men, meaning she was a virgin. Her name was Rebecca. Her father was Abraham's brother. This was to be the bride of Isaac. Rebecca was Gentile. Isaac was Jewish. This is the moment that Gentile was grafted in to the Jewish covenant and became the bride for the Jew. How is that important to us? The Gentiles, we are the bride of Jesus Christ. We're the church. We're the bride. We will be taken up, and there will be a marriage ceremony. That's why God said, "I have not appointed you to wrath." So we will go up unblemished by the blood of Jesus. But what got Eleazar's eyes were this young woman immediately offered him water, which is custom or customary, and at the same time she said, I will go and water your camels. He had 10 camels. And she's carrying a bucket. Maybe it's as big as 2 gallons per bucket, maybe more. But you gotta understand, a camel drinks about 30 gallons of water. This girl went back and forth up the hill to the wells. And they were on a hill. And back down to water the camels. And this woman was to be the bride of Isaac. This was the moment when he married Rebecca. Isaac and Rebecca joined in marriage. That is the grafting in of the Gentiles under God's covenant with the Jews. What I'm telling everybody out there, guys, that is your great, 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 a few times more, grandmother, Rebecca. And I think it's a great story, and it's true. And you can see it, or read it rather, Genesis 22 and 23. And that's how we came under God's covenant, His protection, His blessings. Right there, as they were joined together right after that. Anyway, I thought it was a story worth giving you. Very interesting to me, and there are so many like that out there. And I have more. Jody Wolf, Expoz.